Hello and welcome to Libertas News. It's Friday the 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th of September. And my name is Mark Thomas. Croatia is having a great year in terms of tourism. Compared to last year, there are 800,000 more tourists arriving in the country and 1.5 million more overnight stays. The first half of 2019, as well as the previous two peak months of July and August, are in line with our expectations and plans this year, said the Croatian Minister of Tourism, Gari Cappelli. August was the most successful tourist month this year, with 5 million tourist arrivals and 33.1 million overnight stays, an increase of 8% on arrivals and 3% on overnight stays. After a successful peak of the tourist year, we are entering the post-season, for which we have launched campaigns in 14 European markets in mid-August. In September and October, we expect a repeat of last year's figures, or a further increase in arrivals and overnight stays, primarily from the US, China and Korean markets, but also from Russia and France, said the director of the Croatian National Tourist Board, Kristijan Stanisic. The Ston Wall Marathon project and the Zero Waste Blue project were both presented in the Ston Town Hall yesterday. The end of September is traditionally reserved for running along the most beautiful European walls, the Ston Walls. Depending on participants' fitness and experience, runners can choose between 4, 15 and 42 kilometres, and the marathon winner not only receives the title of fastest runner and a medal, but also a ticket for the Conquer the Wall Marathon, a marathon on the Great Wall of China, including accommodation during the race. The prize is awarded to the fastest male and fastest female in the 42-kilometre category. The Ston Wall Marathon is being held this year as part of the Zero Waste Blue project, whose main goal is to analyse the negative effects of organising sporting events in specific areas. The Zero Waste Blue project is being implemented under the Interreg Italy-Croatia programme, capitalising on its predecessor and expanding the idea of zero waste when organising various events. The Mayor of Dubrovnik, Mato Frankovic, held a working meeting yesterday in Hamburg with leaders of the world's cruise lines and Cruise Lines International Association. Various topics were discussed in the meeting, including the management of the destination and the successes and challenges facing the city of Dubrovnik in implementing the Respect the City project, primarily in the form of reducing the number of passengers on cruise ships. Regarding the further development of sustainable tourism, the rules for the 2020 season have also been harmonised, which will cover further improvements in the number of guests who visit the city at the same time. The introduction of a cruise tax was also announced, beginning in 2021, in accordance with the applicable law on tourist fees of the Republic of Croatia. The funds that the city will derive from the residence tax for cruise ship guests will be earmarked for the improvement of the city's communal infrastructure. Traditional songs and dances from Croatia tonight by the leading folklore ensemble in the Dubrovnik region, Linjo. The performance starts tonight at 9:30 in the Lazareti complex, just east of the historic old city of Dubrovnik. And a rather sporting weekend in Dubrovnik this weekend, with an international table tennis tournament to be held. The action starts tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning in the Dubrovnik Sports Centre and continues on Sunday in the European Men's Cup. A settled and sunny weekend on the way for Dubrovnik, with Saturday and Sunday to have similar weather. Highs on Saturday are expected to reach 28 degrees and on Sunday 27 degrees. It will be a day of mostly blue skies with a few scattered clouds. The Adriatic Sea is currently 24 degrees. Just south of Dubrovnik lies the picturesque seaside town of Cavtat. Cavtat, the ancient Epidaurus, was an important Roman colony in this region, which ended after the breakthrough of the Slavs into this area after the decline of the Western Roman Empire, and their inhabitants fled to the neighbouring settlement of Ragusa, where from Dubrovnik arose. In historical sources, Cavtat is also mentioned with the name Ragusa Vecchia, which clearly testifies to the connection of these two cities. In the times of the Dubrovnik Republic, Cavtat was the second most important seaport, place of trade and of administration in the Republic after Dubrovnik. Today, Cavtat is a vibrant tourist destination, with many pavement cafes and restaurants, and an interesting old town centre. This has been Libertas News from Dubrovnik. My name is Mark Thomas. Thank you for watching. Don't forget you can follow Libertas News via our YouTube channel. Have a great weekend.